Okay, so hopefully I'm going to be doing soap later this morning, since it's after midnight now and I'm awake. But I wanted to talk quickly about my aunt and what has been going on. So I know that I made a post about her calling me a homely clown, where I posted my grandmother's picture, but I wanted to address it verbally as well because there's more to it. What this entire situation boils down to is jealousy. And it's sad. And she needs help that she's never going to get. So, the homely clown statement. Now, I'm not going to argue with the clown part. I have made choices in my appearance, so okay, I'll be your clown. But homely, that's a choice for somebody who shares my genetic code. We have the same cheekbones. We have the same eye shape. We have the same, well, your hair is quite a bit more curly, but I have your mother's hairstyle. The same waviness, the same thickness. And a lot of people in our family have these genetics traits. My grandmother had very strong genes. There's a whole bunch of people down in Georgia, Florida sharing the same face, men and women. And my aunt knows this, which is what is hilarious about her now calling me ugly, because she essentially is calling her own family ugly. Like, obviously, I am her family, but I mean, by calling me ugly, she's also calling her daughter ugly, her son, her mother, her grandmother, everybody in the family that resembles me, which is a whole bunch of people. And it's an insult out of desperation. She's not thinking clearly about what she's even saying anymore, because all she cares about is hurting me. It doesn't matter to her if that hurts somebody else in the process, because she can ask for their forgiveness, or she can tell them, well, I don't mean you. I know you look just like her, but I don't mean you. She's ugly. And she can explain it away. But it doesn't really make sense, does it? When I was a kid, my aunt hated me. I mean, hated me, to the point that I was aware she hated me. When a 6-year-old can internally tell you dislike them, there's a problem. But I always knew that my aunt hated me, and I would ask my grandmother why she was that way, and my grandmother would tell me she was jealous of me. And that confused the fuck out of me. Growing up through the years, my grandmother constantly telling me she's just jealous of you. And what was there to be jealous of? I was nothing. I was a child. Was she jealous of my youth? What? Like, and for a while I thought, oh, well, she's jealous because her mother is taking care of me. And so it's just like a sibling with a new baby sibling. They're jealous of the attention. But even that, she was out of the house by the time I moved in. So it never made sense to me. But my grandmother always told me, that was always the explanation, was just that Kathy is jealous. Now she's here on YouTube and she's lashing out and she's desperate to take away what I have, what she perceives that I have. I have nothing. She's perceiving that I'm scamming people, that I'm making all this money, that I've got all this stuff. I have a friend that I crocheted myself. I have a bed, a fridge, and a stove, a TV, and a DVD player. I don't have anything. And legally, I can't have anything. Like, she likes to tell people I'm just scamming people. I'm on this channel for a new scam. What is the point if you're not getting money? Because the point of a scam is to get money, right? Legally, I can't bring in a large amount of money. I get small donations and they help me to survive, but I don't think anybody is calling an extra 20 a month a scam, except my aunt, who is jealous of that extra 20 a month, even though it affects her in no way, except that it keeps me alive a little bit longer, and she doesn't want me to be alive. My aunt being here on YouTube and bullying me and discrediting me and trying to take away what I have, which is my friends and my supporters and my people who believe in me, and my YouTube gives me something to work for. It gives me something to work on. It gives me something to do. It gives me an outlet for my thoughts. It gives me an outlet for my artistic creativity. It gives me an outlet for my gaming. There's a whole lot that I've been doing. There's 4 or 5 years on that other channel before I moved over here. You know, it's more than just what I have going on with my aunt. But all she cares about is hurting me. And her doing this is the same as my sisters taking it from me when I was a kid. Like when I stayed with my family, I couldn't have anything. My grandparents would buy me things that I was not allowed to bring home because my sisters would take them from me and break them, tear them up. Like it was stuff they didn't even want, but they would take it just so I wouldn't have it. You know, my sister taking my food when I was a grown woman, taking my jewelry when I was a grown woman. All of this, it's all because they perceived that I had something more than them. And they were angry and lashing out and wanted to take it from me. It didn't matter that I didn't actually have anything more. I have nothing. That will not stop my aunt from exclaiming to everybody that I'm a scammer. And it doesn't make sense. But hatred doesn't make sense. And that's the problem. My aunt hates me. My family hates me. The people that are working with them hate me. And so the things that they're going to be saying aren't going to fully make sense all the time because it's coming from a place of hatred. And hatred doesn't always make sense. When you're looking in a mirror and you're saying you're so ugly and not realizing that you're saying it about yourself, it's because it's coming from a place of hatred and you're really not even seeing the world clearly at all. And I have lived in that place of hatred myself. And I'm pulling myself out of it through therapy and medication and help and distance from the other people in my life that were shielded by that hatred and that jealousy and that feeling of everybody else has something I don't, so I'm just going to take it from them. I don't have anything she doesn't have. She has everything. She has a husband and children and a house and money and life, grandchildren. I have a friend and a Section 8 apartment. And I'm happy with that. All I really want is peace. And that's something that I'll probably never have because my family is never going to relent and back down and allow me to live my life. The only reason my aunt is on YouTube is to push me off of YouTube, because YouTube is the only thing I have in my life. It's jealousy and it's hatred from a near 70-year-old woman. And it's gross.